Kaseya Ransomware Attack. How did it affect the MSSPs, and what to do to prevent it? A cybercrime organization with Russian origins called REvil claims to have infected 1 million systems across 17 countries. It is now demanding $70 million in bitcoins in exchange for a universal decryptor that will return users access. Hackers targeted the US IT company Kaseya and then used the company's software to infiltrate the victim's systems via a zero-day vulnerability. They also appeared to have deliberately planned the attack on the 4th of July, knowing that it's a national holiday in the US, and most of the US office workers would be out of office. Hence there will be not enough staff to respond to a security threat in a timely manner. In a statement, Kaseya explains, Kaseya's VSA product has unfortunately been the victim of a sophisticated cyber attack. Due to our team's fast response, we believe that this has been localized to a very small number of on-premises customers only. VSA, the hacked Kaseya tool, is used to remotely maintain customer networks, automating security, and other software updates. The FBI briefly described the incident as follows: a supply chain ransomware attack leveraging a vulnerability in Kaseya VSA software against multiple MSPs and their customers. Kaseya regularly posts updates on the attack and ongoing response efforts. They have disabled their own hosted VSA servers and SaaS servers and insist on customers disabling their own VSA servers until further notice. Who is behind the Kaseya ransomware attack? REvil is a cybercriminal organization that is best known for extorting $11 million from the meat processor JBS last month, using again ransomware to perform the attack, after temporarily knocked out plants that process roughly 1/5 of the nation's meat supply. What is the impact of the attack? Kaseya VSA vulnerability impacted thousands of businesses worldwide. It's still unclear what is the total impact, because some affected companies might have not been reported yet. Kaseya said Monday that fewer than 70 of its 37,000 customers were affected, though most were managed service providers with multiple downstream customers. It is estimated that 1,500 downstream businesses are currently affected by the ransomware attack. According to reports, 800 Coop supermarket chain stores in Sweden had to temporarily close as they were unable to open their cash registers. How does the Kaseya attack affect MSSPs? VSA, the virtual system or server administrator, is software used by Kaseya customers to monitor and manage their infrastructure. It is supplied either as a hosted cloud service by Kaseya or via on-premises VSA servers. These SaaS VSA servers can be deployed by end users or by MSPs. Kaseya sends out updates to these VSA servers, and on Friday, the 2nd of July, an update was distributed that contained REvil ransomware code. Kaseya reported that the MSSPs that became victims of the ransomware were the ones using on-premises. The malicious code, which affected the MSSPs, was then sent on to their customers. Potentially thousands of MSP client businesses were infected. What to do to mitigate the security risk for your clients? When it comes to MSSPs being affected by ransomware, it is an issue that can destroy their reputation in front of their clients. So that it's important to take appropriate measures to mitigate the risk of being affected by ransomware. Here are the top 10 security measures to take to prevent your company from the high impact of a ransomware attack. First is vulnerability scanning. That is the bare minimum your company should do. Many attacks are successful because they rely on unpatched infrastructure. A vulnerability scan can let the organization see and prioritize what requires patching. Second is password spraying and brute force detection correlation rules, and the ability to apply them to remote access. It is important to know when those attempts happen and to automatically or semi-automatically block the source IP. If they can't try for long enough, they can't break in. Third is leaked credentials monitoring. Very often, employees reuse credentials. Leaked credentials on one seemingly irrelevant website can mean a compromised corporate account, and therefore remote access for malicious actors. Fourth is phishing detection. Phishing emails are the #1 entry for many hacks. An organization should have at least one way of detecting and blocking phishing. Fifth is threat intelligence. Ransomware works with several components whose identifiers can be shared among organizations through threat intelligence feeds. Seeing any of these known malicious indicators within the IT infrastructure is a sign of an ongoing ransomware attack that can help timely response. Sixth is suspicious process alerting. Ransomware executable spawn processes that you've never seen before in your IT ecosystem. Never seen before suspicious activity and processes alerting is useful to have, so you can react in a timely manner. Seventh is rootkit detection. Ransomware may use standard rootkits, which can be detected by a knowledgeable endpoint agent. Eighth is file integrity monitoring. Monitor changes in files via an endpoint agent. Ninth is Windows file audit events monitoring. If Windows file auditing is enabled, you can spot a spike in activity during an ongoing ransomware attack. That may allow an organization to isolate the threat. The last, 10th security measure is honeypot. Honeypots can be used to detect lateral movements. If ransomware tries to spread across the network, you may be able to catch it while it spreads, or if it lands on your honeypot as well. With Log Sentinel SIEM, you are alerted of all aspects of ransomware as soon as they try to infect a computer. You can then stop all attempts of the ransomware to get in and spread, and thus prevent any significant damage. With Log Sentinel on your side, you will be more resilient to threats like never before. If you would like to find out more, click on the link in the description below and request a 30-minute demo where we will guide you through the anti-ransom features that Log Sentinel offers.